Hi guys, it's Ildi, the Craftin' Mama. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm doing a video on how to make washer necklaces. Rebecca from Creations with Becca, um, has asked a bunch of us if we could do her blog hop this coming weekend, November 26th and 27th. That's the Christmas Gifts blog hop over at Creations with Becca, www.creationswithbecca.blogspot.com. And I told her I would absolutely help and be part of her blog hop. So the theme, like I said before, was Christmas gift blog hop. Christmas gifts. I'm sorry, excuse me. These are things that you could make and give as gifts for Christmas. I saw a tutorial online a couple of weeks ago on how to make washer necklaces. And I thought it was the coolest thing. So simple, so inexpensive, but yet if you do it right, dress them up, they're beautiful. They come out great. I wear mine all the time. I've made a ton of them already. And people always compliment me on them. This is what they look like. This is one that my daughter made. So simple. But if you see, look, it's a washer, a regular metal flat washer. My daughter and I go to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy the washers to bring home and make. Now, I tend to make the bigger ones. I like to make the bigger ones. My daughter likes to make the smaller ones. Can you see that hers are smaller? See, you can see that mine overhangs hers. But either way, it doesn't matter. They all come out beautiful. Here's another one that my daughter made. And it's just so simple and easy. What you need, obviously, are flat washers. These could be bought at any hardware store. Next, you're going to need scrapbook paper. Paper, thin. You don't want the thick stuff because it's more likely to peel. The thinner stuff adheres much easier than the thicker cardstock. You'll need scissors, obviously. And I usually ink a little sentiment on mine. And today I'm going to be using stamps from K. Andrews Designs. This is the Crafty Friends set. This set has some really great sayings on it, all regarding crafting. Best Friends, Bloggy Friends, Messy House. A messy house is a happy house, and this house is delirious. Craft Queen, I'm sorry. Crafty as a fox. There's a bunch of different sayings. Plus, there's also little symbol images, stars. This is like a blotch right here. The little scissors, a little check mark. Very versatile. All of Crystal stamps are very versatile. They're mix and match. You could use put together any of the sets. Use words from this one, that one, and they'll all work. So yeah, Crystal Andrews stamps. You could get that at gettingcricky.com. She's got a tab there for purchasing her stamps, so go check it out. You're gonna love them. They're like the best stamps ever. So you're also gonna need, I use glossy accents to adhere my paper to my washer, a pencil, because what I do is I trace my washer to my paper. Then I already told you needed scissors. I sometimes put rhinestones on mine or whatever type of little embellishment that you would like to add to it. Tweezers just in case you need it for that. And I also put glitter on mine. Just sprinkle a little bit of glitter just to give it a little highlight. So I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, so first you're going to take your washer and choose the paper that you want to use. I'm going to be using this really nice paper. I don't even remember what paper pack it came from. I used it a while ago. I had scraps of it left over. So you're going to want to trace the image of your washer on the back side so you don't see any pencil marks. And if you look at the washer, one side of the washer is really smooth with a little bit of a rounded edge, and the other side is kind of rough and flat with like a more sharper, not sharp, but like more defined edge. I usually put my paper on that sharper, flatter edge because you want the soft, smooth side touching your skin because we're only covering one side. So I place my washer down. I take my pencil. I outline or trace my washer all the way around. You want to get tight and close to the washer because you don't want too much of it overhanging. And then, oh, I just shifted a little. You have the image of your washer. Then what I do is I take it, believe it or not, and I try to fold it. Well, no, I cut my edges off like that so that I can fold it in half and know that my circle is going to be even. Slightly fold it in half. Take your scissor, cut a little bit to the inside of your pencil markings. This way we know we'll have no major overhang on the washer. And I get my smaller scissors. And when you're cutting out the center, cut to the outside of the line. Because if you cut to the inside of the line, then you're going to have overhang. So then what you're left with is this round washer shape. Okay, so now we're going to glue our cutout to our washer. I take a little bit of my Glossy Accents and I just apply it to my washer. You don't need a whole heck of a lot of this because a little bit goes a long way. It's very sticky. And then what I do is I place my cutout onto the washer. Trust me when I tell you, it really only takes a few seconds for this to attach itself and start getting hard. Then what I do is I take an old nail file, or, well, I use a nail file because I do nails and then I have a ton of these left over, and these are great to just, you know, get rid of the edges that we don't want to make them even with the washer. You just file off that little bit. If there's any overhang, if you didn't cut too precisely. I know some people use circle punches, which is great. I mean, I'm going to eventually use circle punches because it's a lot quicker and easier, but I just haven't taken the time to take my washer to the store and find a circle punch that is the right size, that will go with my, you know, cut the shape, the size of my washer. I just as well do it with my hands, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now my edges are filed down and they're nice and even with the washer all the way around. There's no major overhang. Then what I do is I take an ink pad. Today I'm using Stampin' Up! And my sponge, and I kind of just antique the edges a little bit just to take that white edge off the paper. And it weathers them a little bit. It gives them a nice little feel to them. So we go all the way around and ink our edges, just as if like you were making a card or a layout or whatever. You just want to highlight it a little bit. I stick my sponge inside and ink the inside of my circle a bit. You know, it gives it a little antique look. Okay, then we're going to take our image that we want to use, and today I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use Bestie on my stamp set, Besties, and we're going to just stamp that image on there. I let some hang over. It's just to get the, you know, a rough idea of what you think it's saying. So, you know, and that's it. I'm not even going to do that much. I'm just going to put a couple of stamps on there. Clean my stamp off real quick so it doesn't get all stained. I'll put that to the side. We're going to get rid of our ink pad. Close that up. I think I'm going to add a few rhinestones to mine, just because I like the way it looks. I'm going to pull out my rhinestones. I like to use my tweezers because then this way I can take it off the sheet and just place it where I want. It gives a little blingity bling. That actually came out really cute. It's just nice, simple. Then we take our glossy accents and we apply a liberal amount from edge to edge on top of our washer, on top of our paper. When I get to the stones, I go around the edges of them because I know that's going to seal it in real well. And then I just go around until the whole thing is covered with a nice liberal coat. I try to go over the edges a little bit so that it seals up the edges. Once I've applied all this, I'm going to double check to make sure there's no air bubbles. I use a wooden skewer that you would use for cooking to hold it in place sometimes to get rid of air bubbles. But this is very simple, fun, easy. You could do this with the kids because there's no major work involved, really. Okay, so now I'm going to just wipe off the tip of my glossy accents, put my cap on, double check, make sure that my glossy accents covered all the areas I wanted it to cover, make sure it went over the edges and that everything is nice and evenly coated in the glossy accents. Make sure there's no air bubbles, which I don't see any. Then I'll take a little bit of glitter. I'm going to use this pink glitter today. And just very lightly, hold on, I got to find my piece of paper that I put it on so that I could catch my glitter. We're going to have to slide this bad boy on there. Okay. And I just lightly, from really high up, sprinkle a little bit of the pink glitter. Just enough to give it a little bit of shimmer. Very lightly. And that's it. Now I'm going to take it and put it off to the side, probably right in front of my fan so that it'll dry. And in about an hour or so, I'm going to have a really great washer necklace. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you all have a great holiday season. And until next time, happy crafting, everybody. Bye-bye.